whatever you do, you must never go banana, folks. Life is wonderful, especially when you're alone, because you know where things are. You're well organized, well disciplined. The company you have is wonderful as long as you are wonderful by your own nature, pleasant by your own nature. You don't have to read a book, listen to music, watch television, watch the news, listen to the football, or even listen to a radio station, podcast, nothing plugged in. But as you know, you're well plugged in with the existence and life. And that's the wonderfulness. And that's the wonderfulness of who you are as a human being. There we have it. I got these little paper boxes from a store which I'm now holding on. Every time I get plastic packages, I can transfer into these. At least it'll hold a bit of freshness, the earthy taste. Normally I use nuts, but today I haven't got any nuts. The only one I got is this nut, an old chestnut. No, that's an English saying, old chestnut. But I spend a lot of times with nuts. I don't have to put any more in my breakfast. You know what I mean? English is a language of great entertainment. With words, you can be entertained, or you could be hurt, or you could be cause misunderstanding. Whatever it may be, make sure that the words that you understand doesn't alter the way you are as a human being. The words are only good for communication. If it causes stress, anxiety, mental illness, mental imbalance, Looney Tunes, lunacy, then it's time that you don't listen to the words, but you listen to your inner sense of stability, inner sense of pleasantness. By doing so, you know what is, either you had to use a finger. When you use the finger, you got to put that in your mouth, or if you can avoid the finger, save water. And the only way to get the yogurt out of this our faculties or our capability comes from being able to use fingers. And you know where these fingers have been. By having to use spoons in a restaurant. You don't know where they've been, if they're clean. I had an incident, you may have seen it in Nigeria, where I was sitting and having my breakfast, and suddenly somebody came, impatient, sat at my table. I had my cutlery already being used, and he started using my cutlery as because every time I do whatever I do, everything is organized. They're kept in the same way as it was when I joined the table. Clean, neat. So that person thought that the table is vacant. Instead of waiting for the waiting staff to take care of him where she should be sitting, particularly these sensitive times around the world. No, he sat down, had his food, he was eating, moved my things around. Anyway, that's something I wanted to share. But here we are. Now we have the honey, the final touch. So there are nuts. I'm not going to use them because there's so many about. And honey is something that is wonderful. Yes. And it's another one that you will struggle to, so I am going to use the finger. As good as the spoon. Even better. Right? But you still find honey stuck in your finger and honey stuck in the spoon now. I'm sure you've done that before. Anyway, it's time to blend.